So Elias was in the MIcroMakers group as part of this term's Young Innovator program, and we're going to learn a little bit about what he did. So what's this planning all about, Elias?
So when we first started, they had us set up something like to identify a problem in the community that we might want to fix. So my first dream was I wanted to help with pollution. My second dream was Dream 2. It would better bike trails / make a game of a bike trail that would, and then create a digital solution for a natural disaster. That was Dream 3. I chose Dream 2, that was better bike trails.
Okay, and what was the next step in that planning? I think it's on the next.
This one was the one I was doing, so the bike tracks are too boring because I like to go out on the weekends and go biking. After that, my first one was create your own bike, my first one was create a game that has a sick bike track.
Yeah.
Second was create your own bike, and third was create your own bike track.
And the one that you chose was?
Bike track. Okay. So the action plan to develop the solution and the solution to the problem was the action was Scratch game. This part is the Scratch, and this is the we 3D printed a game controller. So the Scratch game, it would have included big jumps and over saw blades, but that was a bit ambitious.
Mm-hmm.
So we just stuck with a little bit flat, and you actually had to dodge stuff. Right here, you can see you have to dodge a.
Okay. With the game controller, you were going to design that and 3D print it, and then connect it to your computer. Mm-hmm. That's excellent.
Okay, so I had to code. This is my Scratch game that I had to code. When we first did it, this little motorbike is the guy that I control with these controls down here, and eventually with my game controller.
Mm-hmm. And that's the code that's attached to the bike rider.
Say I ran into the boulder. What I would do is, you can see right here, this is forever, means always the computer, you always want to have it checking if I'm touching the boulder, cactus, skull, etc. So I had if touching boulder, then hide, so it would turn invisible, and then switch backdrop to Desert 2. Now Desert 2 is just it's this backdrop.
Okay, so let's actually see your game get played.
I'm using the controllers right here, but when we get onto the 3D project, like the 3D game controller, now you'll see that up here I've coded a little score thing.
Mm-hmm. And the next part of your solution was going to be to connect a controller to your computer, and you decided that you would 3D print that controller. So can you tell us a bit about that?
Yeah, so I used Tinkercad right here. It's a website that you can use shapes like this. So I use mostly cylinders. We actually tried, we measured because we first did these two were connected, and it was just like that.
Mm-hmm.
But we ended up thinking that the handlebars were going to be about that big.
Okay.
So we split it up. We cut it right here, as you can see, and put it on different hobs so they would be bigger. We expanded them and everything.
The resulting 3D print job is just there in your hands.
Yeah. So this is exactly what's up here. Now you'll see that on those two red things, they'll go into these slots. That's exactly what we did, and you can see in there, by the foil, you can see that this part is connected into that, so that I can't bend it, otherwise it might snap. So it's pretty fragile, but it will be able to. You can use it as a game controller. And
was that you connected what we call a makey from your controller to the computer. So can you explain that?
So this is a makey. This is a space bar. So I coded that if I touched the space bar, the whole thing would restart. So I connected that to the horn because you see how it says you lose, press the horn to restart.
Mm-hmm.
So I put that right here. Now these are the two left and right. I don't have up and down because you don't need that. So in order for me to actually get this game to work, I have to earth myself. Like I have to connect myself to the computer. And that's right here, see? So I've got this little cord going from here into the MIcroMaker, then eventually out onto this cord up to the computer.
So you've earthed yourself, and then you've got the circuit.
Yep.
Completed circuit.
So as you can see, when I touch these, the foil, this will move the guy this way, and this will move this way. Alright? And it was that. It's hard to get the hang of this.
Did you enjoy this project?
Oh yes, this was, I really enjoyed this.
What do you think made it so enjoyable?
I had never actually used Scratch before.
Oh, this was your first time.
Yep.
Uh-huh.
So it was really fun for me to learn something else.
Like the fact that you had designed and built your own game controller as well.
Yeah, that was one of my favorite. That was my favorite part. I really liked how the 3D printer did everything.
That's great. Well done, Elias. I think that's a very exciting project and a really great solution that you've worked on. So Elias is heading home with his kit to show Mum and Dad and the rest of the family his completed project. So show me what's in there.
So I just got my planning, the MIcroMaker, and favorite thing, the 3D print.
And then you'll just open your Scratch file at home and connect it all up.
Yep.
That's excellent. You proud of yourself?
Yeah.